What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Powerful Fitness Podcast, episode number 22. We back at it. We got an amazing guest. So this is a buddy of mine from grade school and high school, Michael Harper. And so Michael is a personal trainer and an influencer, and he also has his own podcast. So he'll plug all that stuff in, and yeah, we're gonna chop it up. So let's talk to the people about. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention sponsors real quick, because sometimes I say that for the end and y'all might, you know what I'm saying, y'all might click out. So I want to give a shout out to Duke Concrete Finishing and to Clean Ammo Cans. All right, those are my two sponsors, and they're beasts. So give them a look-see, dooksy, and hit them up. All right, let's talk about. I'm curious. When did you become a personal trainer?
I started maybe probably 4 years ago because I had a goal for a while, for like years and years. I kept pushing it off because I set a big goal. I was like, I want to be a pro wrestler. I want to be a personal trainer. I want to eventually move to Florida. I want to get a car and get a driver's license for years. So once that pandemic hit, I was getting the money, the checks, and all that. So I put back, saved up, and then once I was having friends help me so I can drive and all that stuff, and I eventually got that done. I eventually got my license and a car I bought from my uncle. If it wasn't for my uncle, I probably wouldn't have been where I'm at now. So because he helped me, sold it for very cheap, get me started and everything. So once I started getting those things, he got me a passport card and book. I was like, bro, I need to start studying to be a personal trainer because I like helping people. And I love joy and seeing them get results and progress and everything. So I just took like a little course, passed about a month or two, and I got a couple of clients, and I was working them. I was trying to do some strength training with them because they said their goals were they wanted to bench 225. So it took about maybe a month or two. I eventually got him in there, and he eventually started hitting some good stuff. So I was pretty proud of him and everything. And then he went through a big, tough time with a divorce. So it just fell straight through and all that. So,
dang. So, some people told me that it's that the test to become a certified personal trainer is actually a lot harder than people would think. Is it difficult?
It varies who you go through. I try to go through. I think it's NASA, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're a bigger I guess, company for personal training and everything. And I didn't know anybody I can count on who did it. If I needed questions and answers, I didn't want to sit there and type an email out and be like, wait 3 or 4 days before they respond to everything. Because I think you got a certain amount of time before you have to take your test and all the exams and stuff. So I knew someone from the gym who took ISSA. And I went with them, and that went pretty well because I asked if I needed help. He was there. He's right because he's past the personal training. He was taking a nutrition course. So, and then I did the final exam. It was 200 multiple choice. It's an open book too. So I had him I was like, can you look at this before I send it off? Because I want to make sure because I don't want to go back and everything and say, hey, you failed. So I let him check through it, and they sent me an email and said 2 or 3 days later you passed everything. So it wasn't too hard. That's what I was worried about for a while, but I had help, and I didn't have to sit there and wait for an email for somebody. So
Sweet. So let's kind of give the guests not the guests, the viewers like a background story of you. So like where you're from and like kind of where you grew up and kind of things like that.
Okay, I was born in Cape, and then my sister wanted to move to Charleston, so we went there for about 4 or 5 years. And then after some stuff went down, we eventually came back to Cape, and then I spent pretty much about probably 20-something years here. I like to eventually move to Florida. That's been the bigger goal and dream, but...
Okay. Why Florida?
There's a pro wrestling school down there I like to eventually go to.
So you want to be a pro wrestler?
Yes, brother.
Hey, you definitely got the look. So I mean, you know what's funny? I was just watching this like little documentary on WWF, and what's the other one? WCW.
I think so, yeah.
Just the other day I was watching it, and because look, when I was a real little kid, I loved wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, I didn't know it was like staged or whatever, and so once I was like 12 and realized it was staged and that they were actually like punching and kicking each other, I kind of stopped watching it. But I still do, and even once I became an MMA fighter, I kind of started to like crap on them and like kind of bash them like they're not
Yeah.
real fighters, this and that. But I don't speak like that anymore. And the thing, I respect professional pro
Yeah.
wrestlers, and I mean I love it. It's very entertaining, and I believe that MMA fighters actually can learn a lot from them as far as one being a performer, because a lot of MMA fighters are very humble and soft spoken, but guess what? That's not selling tickets.
Right.
I mean, yes, at the end of the day, it's all about how you fight, but I mean, in order to put butts on seats, you got to be able to sell the fight. And man, pro wrestlers, they're great at that.
Yeah.
Like they're great at that. And like one of my favorite pro wrestlers was Hulk Hogan.
Oh, Hulk Hogan, man. Oof.
I liked The Rock. I liked what's the guy that was always Goldberg, because he was always spearing the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Goldberg. But yeah, so I definitely like that. And I'll tell you what, if I could get a contract right now and it was a decent amount, like if we're talking, if I could get like a 6-figure contract to be a wrestler, a pro wrestler, I would do it right now. I'd be like, I'm cool with MMA. Why? Because I'm still going to get to slam people.
Yeah.
I'm still going to get to perform. And people might think it's like it's fake, but guess what? You're going to get messed up.
Yeah, you will. Because when I did I was training for CCW because my cousin sent me a thing. They're doing a free tryout. They were like, okay, this is, you just like, sign a waiver, everything. Showed up. The thing was, it's like for you MMA fighters, you have to clean up probably when you train there with the sweat and all that. As pro wrestlers, we had to like go there, set up the ring, and then we got to train for about 2 or 3 hours, watch the show, and then tear the ring down. We wouldn't get home until probably 12 or 1 o'clock. It depends where we're going. We can be going to Charleston, we can be coming to Cape, Perryville, wherever we was going. But I took some bumps and bruises and everything because I had to learn how to fall on certain stuff. I had to take like certain bumps and everything. You have to be quick too. You can't sit there and like take a fall, and then you have to like, I guess, have your arm at a certain way and everything too. And it's just there's a lot of stuff to it too. Yeah.
I don't know what they do is in pro wrestling, but in judo, you have to learn how to break fall before you get to throw people and get thrown. You got to learn how to fall, because if not, like, if you don't know how to break fall and say you reach for the ground, dude, you can snap your arm like that easily. And or you can, if you come down your elbow, you could like dislocate your shoulder, snap your collarbone. Like, I mean, you can break your back. You can get messed up bad. But yeah, if you look at pro wrestlers towards the end of their career, oh, they're banged up.
They're banged up pretty bad.
Their backs are jacked up. They get broken bones. They get messed up. Like you can't fake hitting the ground. I don't care if it's a mat and it's a little softer and it's got a springboard underneath there or whatever. Dude, it's gonna hurt. It's nothing fake about that. And like, yeah, they pull their punches and their kicks and stuff, but dude, a lot of times they do get booted right in the face, you know, all that stuff. So it definitely is real. And even though it actually is like supposed to be staged, a lot of times it don't, like the match doesn't go how it's actually supposed to. Like how they tell them, all right, this person's gonna win, it's gonna go like this. It don't always go like that. There is actually an improv aspect to the whole show as well. You know, I feel like a lot of people probably don't realize that also, but that's something that I learned watching that documentary. But yeah, I actually think that I'll end up doing it too once I'm like getting further on my MMA career, like kind of coming out of it towards the end. I could see myself doing that too, you know, just a little bit just pop out. And I feel like also, even if it's early on in your MMA career, it would be good for your MMA career to like go and do some shows like that, because you're going to gain more fans. You know, like pro wrestling, dude, they got a lot of fans.
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah, broaden your horizon, because look at Brock Lesnar. He went from WWE to UFC and all that stuff.
Right.
So
and he was a real college
he's
wrestler.
Bro, yeah.
That's a scary dude, man.
Yeah.
I was so happy when he got kicked to the body by Alistair Overeem though, and got oh man, I was so happy when that happened.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy fight. And then I think he fought was it Mark Hunt or something like that, some Hawaiian dude or whatever. And then like
I don't remember that fight. I don't remember that one. So how much do you weigh?
I weighed myself this morning. I'm at 220. So
Dang.
with a skeletal muscle mass of 114, and the body fat percentage is about 14.5. So
Dang. I wish I was that big. That'd be cool.
I used to be a lot bigger when I was, I guess, before I started, because I was probably worked out I'd say 9 years when I first started. I was about 240, 260, and I was like, I got to make a life change. And I was like, well, I want to get into wrestling too. So I was like, I want to get the look and everything. So I started like working out, but I still had a crappy diet and everything. So I didn't know much about dieting. So I talked to a few people here and there and stuff. So it took a while for me to, I guess, broaden my horizon, because I was kind of a picky eater and everything. So, and then I guess started cutting out some stuff like sodas, and then like going to fast food, because that was a big problem, because I only had my mom, so she'd work at a factory job for 40 hours a week. She didn't want, and then she has to come home and clean.
Yeah.
So she'd just get me like fast food. She's like, here you go. This is how you get, and just
completely understandable.
so I never really had a dad to be there and all that stuff. So so I had to make a little change for myself. So it just took me a while, and I eventually started slimming down and everything. So I'm at 220, so compared to what I used to be. And I try to motivate other people. I don't try to sit here and brag, oh my God, and try to get girls and all this. I just try to motivate other people. If you stay consistent and you put in the time and the work, it will happen. Just don't give up on it in a month or two. Rome wasn't built in a day, so.
Right. Yeah, so I actually wanted to become a personal trainer myself, and then I kind of was just like, you know what? I don't think this is really for me. I think I should stick to teaching martial arts, because that is more my passion. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy putting people through a workout, but that actually I do believe if I did that every day, I don't know, I think I would love it, but not like teaching martial arts. I probably would get bored with it, but like teaching martial arts, I'll never get bored with that. Like I love teaching martial arts, so I switched my focus from personal training to teaching martial arts. But if you ask me, I mean, if someone wants to lose weight,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm your guy for that.
Right.
I'm your guy for that, and I've had people like that call me and ask me about personal training. I tell them, I'm like, what do you want to do? If you want to lose weight, I'm your guy. I can help you. If you want to like gain muscle mass, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can do that for you. Like, can I help you get stronger? Absolutely. Yeah. Anyone can stand there, but all right, drop and give me 10. Like, I'm not going to sit here and write you out a whole program, but yes, I can put you through some workouts that are going to build good lean muscle mass, but I don't act like I'm good at something or I'm great at something when I'm not. I don't like people that do that act like, oh yeah, I know you have to eat this amount of macros and this and that, when they really don't know. They're just kind of repeating something they heard. So I don't know anything about weightlifting or any of that stuff. I know cardiovascular exercises. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get your body fat down and how to build your cardio and endurance and how to fight. That's what I know. So that's why I chose to stick to, and I didn't even try to go down the route of learning about bodybuilding as far as weights go. And that's something I actually wanted to ask you your opinion on. So right now I want to gain like 5 pounds of lean muscle, because I'm walking around at like on a heavy day, I'm like 158. Okay. But I want to get up to where every time I get on the scale, it's 160 to 162. Because some days when I come home after training, I get on the scale and I'm 155. When I'm 158, that's really just because I'm on a full stomach. Yeah. That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's because my stomach is full. But after a good hard workout and like a light eating day, dude, I'm down to like 155, and I fight at 145.
Yeah.
So I'd like to gain like a solid 5 pounds of muscle, but I don't really know the best way to go about it as far as functional strength. I don't want to just get in the gym and start like doing squats or
Right.
bench press and like be wasting my time because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those guys that like just want that'll just try something as far as fitness. I want to know like I'm doing what I need to do. I want to know I'm doing the right thing. Like with my martial arts training, I'm not one of them guys that just wakes up and like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do some trainings. It's like, oh, I'll do whatever. Like, no, I have a specific, like, I have specific goals and progressions and milestones I want to hit. So, and then the thing is, I do so much cardio. It's like I feel like it's just hard for me. I can't.
know.
You know what I'm saying? I just all cardio. So I started to incorporate doing some stuff with like kettlebells,
Yeah.
like as far as like jumping squats, jumping lunges, and you know, like I guess you call it like overhead press or whatever the heck,
Right.
and like little stuff like that. Lawn mowers for my back and stuff like that. But I just don't know what do you think would be the best exercises, the best workouts for me to do if I want to gain a few pounds of muscle and not I guess not be slow, because I was told that when you lift heavy, you're building like slow twitch, not fast twitch. So I don't want to like I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into maybe that's more so like if you're really like lifting heavy multiple times a week. But like I said, I don't know. So I mean, what do you think?
I'm sorry. I was just trying. Well, for a workout, I'm just saying for like I would go like eat and try to eat more. Like,
Okay.
Boost your protein up a little bit because I don't know how much you eat a day or whatever in your calorie wise. Because I probably roughly do maybe 150, 200 grams. Because if you want to build muscle, you're supposed to eat over your body weight and everything. And if you want to stay like how you're lean and everything, you're supposed to eat your body weight. So I probably eat, yeah. Because I'm 220, I would have to eat about 230, 240 to bulk up and everything. So
Yeah, I ain't
know,
trying to
know,
be. I
know.
ain't look. And that's another thing I tell people, like when they come to me to lose weight, I tell them, look, I can tell you how to eat healthy,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to track macros and stuff. I never had to do that, and guess what? I don't want to do that.
Right.
You know, I ain't get the time. I mean, I guess I could, but I really don't. I don't want to do all that. But so my question is this: even if I do like up my protein intake and say my like healthy carbs and stuff, am I really going to gain weight if I'm not doing like the proper strength exercises?
For me, what I do, I usually do strength training, I guess. So I'll usually do first I'll do a warm up like 10, and then I'll start doing like 1 to 3. The more heavier I go, the more lower my reps are. So I'm saying that's helped me build muscle for myself, and then for dumbbells too, I'd keep it the range from maybe 3 sets of 6 or whatever. I'll start at like 50, boom, rep them out. Go 55, boom, rep them out.
3 sets of 6.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not much.
You would think, but you got so much more to go and stuff too, like triceps and everything else. So
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
yeah, it does. So, but if you want, make something. Make some progress and stuff. That's what pretty much you'll.
I mean, because the thing is, I never really worried too much about it because I'm tall. So
Right.
even if I get in the cage with someone that has 10 to 15 pounds on me, like I'm still a very like big 145 as far as like my
Right,
frame.
yeah.
So I never really worried too much about it. But like I'm about to start fighting professionally this coming year, and you want to have every advantage possible, everything. I mean, you want to be faster, stronger, more technical, You want to have the best diet. You want to sleep the best. I mean, you want to be the best looking, all that. You want every, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I do need to gain a few pounds of muscle because most 145ers walk around like 170, 175.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, they're cutting a lot, but like all of them usually walk around at least 170, like around 170 for real. People that walk around 158 pounds like me, and then on a light day 155, they fight at 135.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. Hell to the no.
Yeah, you MMA fighters are pretty tough. I'll say that. I've talked to a few of them how y'all train and how y'all like cut and everything. Or sometimes I hear they'll put on a sauna suit, sweat, and they'll get in the sauna and sweat. I'm like, bro, y'all. I was like, that's crazy. I think that's pretty bad for y'all, but
yeah, I'm not cutting all that weight.
I was like, I've talked to Leroy Davis. Shout out to him, man. But he's told me his diet and everything. He'd be like, I'll slam a gallon of Kool-Aid, go eat a hunt, and then I'll go up to the weigh, and he's like, I'll eat a honey bun right in front of these people. I'm like, what? Dude, it's pretty nuts.
It's not very professional, but I mean,
yeah, I'm saying,
do your thing, B dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
That's one thing I like about him. He don't take it too seriously like a lot of the other fighters do.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that because growing up, all right, one of my biggest idols growing up was Jackie Chan. The thing is, dude, Jackie Chan is cold. People think that he's just like some actor / comedian because Jackie Chan, his goal in all his movies, he wanted to be funny. He liked being funny. You know what I'm saying? He likes making people laugh. But Jackie Chan is cold, bro. I could pull up a training video of him when he was younger. Dude, Jackie Chan he was like that, bro. I'm telling you. He was really like that. Like very, very, very skilled martial artist. But in his fight scenes, he was always like goofing off. He made fighting like funny.
Right.
And fun, not like serious and scary. You know, kind of like the Ninja Turtles. That's why I always liked them too because they never was like serious when it come to fighting. Like it was very playful. So I like fighters that are playful, that are like playful with the whole thing, because it's just cool. You know, it's really cool, and that's kind of how I am too. I'm a serious fighter, but I like to be playful. I like to have fun with it. You know, I'm not a super serious type of fighter.
Right.
That's not me. That's not my style. I mean, I kind of am, but kind of not. Like leading up to the fight, I guess I'm like very I joke a lot. I like to play around. But when I'm backstage warming up,
it's game on.
I'm focused, man. I'm dialed in.
I guess you'd be like an entertainer. I guess you'd like before the fight, you get everything hyped up, make some jokes and all that stuff. And, and then when it comes to the fight mode, it's serious. I'm ready to knock this dude out. So
yeah, I'm very serious. And then like with my diet, I'm very strict on my diet too. You know, I have my weeks where I'm not that dialed in. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm not perfect.
I'm saying, yeah, you can modernize it. I guess you don't have to go too crazy. Like eat a sleeve of Oreos. Maybe eat 2 or 4. Just don't go over crazy.
Right. Yeah, that's my problem. I like to overindulge.
And that's what a lot of people do. Yeah. So,
but I try to find the healthy alternatives, like mangoes and apples and stuff like that. And what's crazy is like there's so many delicious healthy alternatives, but when you grow up on that standard American diet, I mean it's just so second nature to eat cookies and cakes and chips and all. It's just second nature. But man, it's just crazy what we do to ourselves, because when you really eat clean, dude, you feel way different.
Oh yeah, I will completely agree with
man.
Yes,
you feel good, and then when you eat like crap, you be feeling like crap, but you just keep doing it.
Right, yeah. Even with drinking too, you'll wake up and feeling like crap, dude. Man. Or eating thing of like that little Debbie cakes, you're like, man,
dude. A couple weeks back, oh my god. I had woke up in the middle of the night, because it was like late at night. I had slammed like a bunch of cookies, chips, and slammed a big ass like 20-ounce Red Bull.
Yeah,
dude. I just and I fell asleep on my couch, dude.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm not. This is no exaggeration. When I woke up, I felt my stomach. I said, "Oh, I don't feel good." I said, I immediately knew. I was like, "Oh no, this is about to be terrible." And dude, I'm talking. I was having an out of body experience. I'm in the bathroom, bro, sitting on the toilet. I swear to God, bro.
Oh my
Sweat
God.
starts pouring off me, and I'm sitting on this toilet, like, bro. I'm thinking, like, am I gonna have to go to the hospital? What is happening? I feel like I was poisoned by something.
Yeah.
And oh, dude, I mean, it was bad, bro. It was so bad. It was it was so bad. I couldn't even talk.
Oh wow.
Like I couldn't even talk. I felt like I could barely breathe, and I was just sitting on the toilet, just dying, bro. I'm like, I got my head on the sink. I'm like, I'm messed up. And then when the wave finally passed, I went in my bedroom, dude, and I laid on the floor, bro. I just laid on the floor. I don't know why. Like I didn't even want to get in my bed. Something told me like you need to lay on the ground. I don't know why, but dude,
Right.
it tore me up. So now, now I'm being very cautious with what I'm eating. Like I might have a couple, you know. I know if I want to have some chips, all right, eat some chips. If I want to have some cookies, all right, eat some cookies. But don't eat chips, cookies, drink an energy drink. You know what I'm saying? Don't make a cocktail of junk because it can jack you up bad.
I'm gonna say that's a lot of sugar, and then the added sugar too. That's pretty bad for you and everything. That's what does for a lot. And you're like, ooh man, I'm feeling like crap. And
I don't know how I didn't throw up. I don't know how I didn't.
That's pretty nuts because I went to a wedding and a kid was indulging in cupcakes and everything, and then we're about to go eat food. This kid comes over and just throws up everywhere. I was like, because of all that sugar, man.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy how bad it is for you. Yeah. So
and it's crazy in the United States. I guess healthier food's more expensive and the junk food's a little cheaper. But if you go outside of the United States, it's like their healthy food's cheaper and their I guess. Their junk food and all that, you have to spend way a little bit more and everything. I've been watching videos and everything about that. I just don't really understand why, I guess.
Well, let me explain why. Because it takes more time and effort to grow a plant than it does to mix up some bull crap, not even real food, and I mean, think about it. You got a conveyor belt just pumping these snacks off the line, 24 hours a day. This factory, it don't stop.
Yeah,
it don't stop. Like all day, boom, it's pumping it out. But it takes time. All right, say you want an apple, and all you guys like an apple seed, dude. It takes 10 years for that seed to grow into a tree to produce the fruit. So the process is longer when it comes to getting good quality fruits and vegetables. So I think that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what it is. But the thing is it's really not more. People say, oh, it's so expensive to eat healthy. No, it ain't.
Yeah.
Bro, it is not. It is not more expensive to eat healthy. It's actually cheaper if you buy the right healthy food and you meal prep it and don't let it go to waste either. What can get expensive when it comes to buying healthy food, which is fruits and vegetables, is when you buy too much at one time and some of it goes bad. So that's also why, like, sometimes if you look in my fridge, there's not going to be that much food, because if I buy too much of fruit, if I buy too many fruits and vegetables, they're going to go bad before I get the chance to eat all of them. You know, so you got to know how much to buy, and that does suck too, because you have to go to the store more often to get fresh food. But I mean, you want to be healthy, and there's another thing about eating healthy. All right, let's say it is cheaper to buy junk food. Well, you're not factoring in your doctor bill that you're going to be paying.
That's what I'm saying.
When you're going and getting when you're having to go to the doctor and get medicine because you're obese and you're getting all these health problems, you know, it's gonna bite you at the end. You know, it's gonna cause a lot of issues. It's already hard enough not to not to get sick and not to develop some type of weird illness.
Right.
You know, just because that's how humans die. You get sick and die. You know, as you get older, it's already hard enough to stay healthy eating healthy. So what do you think is going to happen if you're eating junk? Like it's going to mess you up. And yeah, it's crazy here. I really would love to live somewhere where the junk food just really doesn't exist. Where you'd have to, you know what I'm saying, climb a mountain to get to it. Then you ain't got no choice.
Yeah, because I've talked to one of my uncle, and he told me one of his buddies went to Thailand for a couple of weeks, and he apparently he had was it diabetes, I think. He said he went over there, eat clean, everything. He said he got rid of it. He didn't have no more problems, and it was like, that's pretty crazy around here. So it's just, they said, I think I was reading some article, and it was like, they said before the 80s or 90s, there wasn't really a lot of people going to doctors. Everybody's working out and everything else. And as soon as all this stuff came, it's like, now we got a big crisis of diabetes, everything else. It's just skyrocket.
You got more sicknesses than ever now.
Yeah, and then you got to go to the doctor more, and you got to help them, pay them, and all that stuff. So it's freaking insane, man.
Yeah. So, all right, you got a podcast too. Let's tell the viewers about, like, what's it called?
The Ghetto Beach Cowboy 1994 podcast, baby.
What?
That was the name comes from, I was going to be a pro wrestler, and I talked to when I was going to CCW, I was talking to one of the I guess owners about it. I was like, hey, I don't know how this works, but I said I got a character and everything. So I was like, I got the gold tooth. I was going to come in like a beach little vibe. But also I was going to trying to be a heel. So I was going to be like, do some like Charleston, Missouri stuff, do some dirty stuff, low blow, get the fans riled up. I was going to get some friends involved, like rip up their signs, smack the popcorn out of the hand and everything. It was just like, we're ready. And he said, the dude was like, I like that you came up with the character and everything. But he says, we can't guarantee you what you're going to be, either a heel or a baby face. He says, you can be healed out 1 week. Next week, you're going to be a baby face. You'll go out and help somebody. So it just varies and everything. So then when the school eventually shut down, I was like, I'm just going to use that as my little thing. And I talked to a few people, and he created me this logo for me. So I just went with that because I was wanting to more have the beachy vibe and everything, but also do some heel moves and all that stuff. So
what do you think is more advantageous for your career as a wrestler? You know, for any wrestler, being a heel or being a babyface?
I think for me, I feel like it's easier to be a heel because you can get the crowd riled up and just saying, let's bash talk in the town or something like that. Where am I? Cape Girardeau, this dumb place of a town.
Yeah.
And then being a babyface, it's a little bit more challenging because if you can't get a reaction out of the crowd, you're pretty much gonna have to change your whole character because you have to either give them the cheer for you, or give them the boo you. If you can't get either one, that's not gonna look good on you. And the boss is gonna be like, hey, I need you to come up with something else. And then you're gonna be sitting days thinking about, okay, what can I do?
See, that's why I always chose to be the heel when it comes to fighting. Like, dude, a lot of people, bro. A lot of y'all think I'm just a fucking asshole. I know it because that's. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't feel like I'm playing a role when I do it. I'm. This is how I feel. Like, when I have a fight coming up, dude, I'm about to get in the cage and fight with this man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, fuck you. I'm coming to kick your ass, and that's all there is to it. Like, I don't know you. I don't like you. Like, what do you expect me to do? Come here and be all humble and shake your hand and all this stuff? Like, do I respect you as a fighter? Absolutely. But, like, there's no love when it comes to this fight shit. There's no love for it. You know what I'm saying? And then, I guess, I don't know, man. Fighting just brings all the emotions out of me. You know what I'm saying? It brings the love out. It brings the hate out. It brings everything out. So I really just go off of how I'm feeling. But one thing I do know is this: when I have that confidence that I'm about to come out here and knock this motherfucker out, that's what I'm gonna say on my videos, on my posts. I'm not gonna hide that.
Yeah.
And guess what? People like that. Like that's what people want to hear. And also, dude, you know how sweet it tastes, how sweet it is when I say I'm gonna go out there and fuck this guy up, and that's exactly what I do.
Yeah, I'll be seeing some of your videos. I'm like, man, this dude really did say he's gonna knock him out. He actually did that. Wow, that should be crazy,
dude. If you look up
in existence, so.
if you look at my last fight, dude, I dude, like the whole vlog I did, I said after the weigh-ins on my video, I said, I'm like, dude, I know I'm better than this guy on the feet. I'm better than him on the ground. Okay, he's a striker, so I could see myself going out there, piecing them up a little bit, and then taking them down and finish them on the ground, because it's gonna be like you know what I'm saying, taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. I whooped his ass round 1, round 2 on the feet. I actually did sweep him, I think, in the second round, landed a couple punches on the top, like standing above him right before the round ended. But then round 3, I came out, hit him a couple times, hit him with a hard, heavy leg kick, and then I tripped him with Osotogari, and then I tripped him like right into a Kimura, and then submitted him. So I did exactly what I said I was gonna do, you know. And then, but yeah, man, people like that, man. People like it, and it's a double-edged sword, because yes, I do want to be respectful, I do want to be humble, you know. I don't know my opponent. They never done nothing for me to like not like them as far as like as a person or anything like that. So it's like it is a double-edged sword, but I gotta do my thing.
Yeah.
And this is entertainment.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, it's just, come on, man. If two people are about to fight and they're not talking shit, you're not gonna be amped up for it like you will be if they're talking shit. Yeah, simple as that.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, I'll be watching UFC and everything. If you see some of these fighters and stuff, it's like Conor McGregor and everything. He'd be hyping up, and sometimes he does back it up. That's even cooler. So it's just
when Conor was in his prime, he always backed it up.
Yes.
Always backed it up. He never went out there and was gun shy and trying to just score points and win the fight. He was coming to kill.
Yeah. And
so out of all my fights, which I've had like 25 fights so far since I was like 17.
Oh wow.
Okay, and dude, I mean, earlier on I wasn't all on Facebook and this and that, but like the last, you know, my last, let's say like my last 15 fights or so, when I'm on Facebook and I'm talking shit about my opponents and stuff, dude, they don't even be chirping back.
Really?
They don't even be chirping back. The only people that be chirping are other people online, okay? But when I went and fought against Sam Coronado in Pittsburgh, Kansas, oh, he was chirping back. He was chirping back like a motherfucker. He made this post, dude. He said something. He called me. He said, "You little worm." I was laughing. That made my week. I was laughing about that shit all week. And you know what? That made it more fun for me.
Yeah.
Like this dude, he called me an earthworm or something like that. And I was like, dude, that's so funny because I'm long and skinny, I'm brown. I'm like, dude, it was hilarious, bro. I was dying all week. We're up in each other's faces at weigh-ins, talking shit, and then when we finally get in the cage, I'm in the cage. I'm mean mugging him as he's coming in. I'm smiling and mean mugging him and shit. He comes in and walks up to me and he gives me the double birds. Wow. I'm like, and when he did that, dude, I had the biggest smile on my face. I'm like, yo, this is fun. Like, yeah. I never had an opponent that was like that. They was always like real like serious. They weren't, you know what I'm saying? And dude, it was fun. And the fan, like even the commentator for the fight, he was like, this is the fans' main event right here. He's like, this is the fight everyone's dying to see because we was talking shit back and forth online. So I just feel like it's a must for MMA.
Yeah, that's what I like about MMA fighters. I like when they come out and shit talk, be entertaining. I love that, man. That's gets me more involved and more interested in it.
Right.
They can both talk crap to each other. And when it comes to the fight, you're like, man, I can't wait for them to
Yeah.
smash each other up and see who comes out on top. So
And I don't take none of it personal.
right.
And none of it's personal. I'm not gonna bash them in a way that's like, you know, I'm not gonna talk about them as like a person. Like
Right.
I'm talking about them as an opponent, and I'm not like, I know where to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can trash talk and be respectful about it. You know, and when I do trash talk, like if you really see how I do it, I try to make it funny. I'm not like all evil, like I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna dice him up like Hannibal Lecter. Like I'm not like some.
Right.
I'm not evil about it.
Right.
I'm making him like I'm about to knock you the fuck out. Like which one you want, the right hand, left hand? Like I have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's one thing that I feel like MMA fighters really need to like get from the pro wrestlers, because they got it. They got it, dude. Like for real.
Because I went to that Cage of Honor. That was pretty entertaining. That I'm trying to think of his name. I think Zach Davis or something like that.
Oh my God! Don't mention that. He fought my brother.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty crazy. But the people are sitting around and everything. It was because it was Nathan's like workers and everything. When he got on the mic and talked, this lady was like, "Man, are we doing some like WWE stuff?" Because he's like sitting there trash talking and all that crap, and it's like, man. And then they were poking fun of him, looking saying he's like a cheetah or something like that, and.
A cheater?
Yeah, cheetah.
Cheetah?
Because he's wearing some like cheetah pants. They're like, and they're saying he might be flamboyant and all this, like roast him. And they're like, if you don't get his, what's his Flintstone having ass out of here.
That's
and
funny.
Stuff. I was like, man, it's pretty funny. So
yeah, and I mean, whatever is gonna hype the fans up, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people are very like cringy with it. I feel like some of my stuff might be a little cringy, but I feel like most of my stuff isn't cringe. I think most of my stuff is just funny. It's like, look at this goofball. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think most of my shit's just funny. I don't know. Maybe it's cringy to some people. To me, dude, when I watch my own videos, dude, it's like a comedy skit to me. I laugh so hard at my own shit. I think it's so funny because I have this like I have this sense of humor, like even when I'm being serious, if you know me, you know I'm not being serious. Right. You know it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just like when I'm doing my vlog and my teammates are with me and stuff, like I'll be talking and shit and they'll be on the sideline. They'll be like, I'll look over there and they're like this. Oh my God, this dude. Like they're holding their head and sitting there like trying not to laugh. They're like, this dude, what the fuck? Because I mean that's just how I am. That's how I've always been though. So
you've been a goofy dude. Because I remember when I first met you, I think it was in like PE class or something like that. We were playing dodgeball, and I was like, man, this motherfucker is something else. You let me come out there and like murder these kids. I'm like, what?
For real?
Yeah, he did like a little spin and throw it through it and stuff. I was like, damn, this dude's, man, he's an entertainer, all right.
I always been like that.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid. I don't know. That's my style. Like that's just who I am. So, you know, fighting for me is fun. Like when I get in that cage, it's like finally I get to perform. Finally, everyone's watching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just like that. I like putting on a show for people. I guess maybe it's just because I know how I feel when someone's entertaining me, like the joy I get from it. So it's like when I look and see that I'm entertaining you, it brings joy to me. Like I really like that. I think it's cool. You know, it's really like it's heartwarming. You know, that, and then also, you know, with fighting, when I look at a person and they look at me with that respect, it's a respect like no other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can't get that type of respect doing anything else except for probably like if you're a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fight in wars and stuff like that, you're gonna get mad respect for that. You know, that's kind of like the same thing to me. But
what made you want to go, I guess, do MMA?
So ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be like a badass martial artist. I always wanted to be that guy where like I could take out like a crowd of dudes. Like if it's like 10 guys trying to jump me, I'm just like, finally, a true challenge. Like literally, that's how I always wanted to be as a kid. I like growing up watching Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee. Like,
Oh yeah.
I want to be able to do that. I think it's possible. So I always wanted to do it. I never got the chance to do it when I was a kid. I remember my mom took me to like a karate school. I did like one class, and I was like all terrified and shit and looking around, but she never took me back. But I was like, dang, I really wanted to do that. So when I was like 17, so my son's uncle, I met him when I was like 16 or 17, and I remember one of the first things he asked me when he met me, he's like, "You know how to fight?" And I was like, "No." Most people, they think, oh, "Yeah, I can fight." Dude, I can hold my own. Dude. Shut up. Your ass can't fight.
Yeah.
You never took I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people can naturally fight well, but the majority of people, no. They're just going to throw stupid wild punches. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he asked me, "Do you know how to fight?" I said, "No." And he's like, "You want to learn?" I'm like, "Yes." Yeah. So he started teaching me a little bit of jiu-jitsu, like rear naked choke, guillotine, arm bar. He was showing me, how to punch and kick. And then fast forward a couple months later, and this ain't like, I'm saying, like real training, but in a sense of like going to a dojo and like really like consistently drilling and exercising and stuff. Like he was just showing me stuff. And I went home and he showed me how to do like a triangle and an arm bar, guillotine, like the basics. And I went home and I asked my older brother, I'm like, "Hey, you want to wrestle?" And this is my older brother. I never, I've never been able to beat him in like wrestling or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, you want to wrestle?" He's like, oh, come on. And I put him in a triangle and made him tap.
Oh wow.
And he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he started to come and train with us. And then fast forward a couple months later, and Robbie, shout out to Robbie, man. He definitely, he was the one that really got me started into MMA. And he's like, "You want to fight in the cage?" I was like, "Yeah." I wanted to test myself. I wanted, growing up, like I said, I just always wanted to be a martial artist. I always wanted to be able to defend myself more than anything. And so I was like, "Yeah, I want to test myself." Got in there, I was 17, lied, told him I was 18. This is way before it was like sanctioned bouts. Right. Like there wasn't no sanctioned bout. That stuff's not even on my record.
Yeah.
So I get in there and fight. I win my first fight, whatever, and then and then I had like 4 fights. I won 2, lost 2, and I realized quickly, dude, you gotta be in shape for this. Like, forget about knowing how to fight. You gotta be in shape. Yeah. So I stopped for years, and then that's when I was 19. And then fast forward like 3 years later, I was like, dude, I was working all these different jobs, and I was miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable. Working in factories. So I'm like, dude, what am I going to do with my life? And my brother, he kept fighting. He actually started going and training at a jiu-jitsu school. And he kept fighting. I was like, dude, I think I need to do this. Like, I can't see myself doing anything else. This is something I actually enjoy. And then I started doing taekwondo and a little bit of jiu-jitsu. And then a couple years after that, I met my current instructor, and it's just been uphill since then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't fought now in like almost 2 years because obviously I got locked up for, being a patriot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being like, if you get locked up for possession of a firearm, I mean, you just got locked up for being an American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is America.
America, baby.
This is America. And I hope Trump makes some changes, man, for real. I really hope he wants to make America great again. I'll tell you how he can do it, all right? Take away the laws where they're locking up people for having firearms.
Yeah.
Telling a person they can't defend themselves because of something that they may have done, 10, 20, 30, 40. I mean, you got guys that are 67 years old. They can't have a firearm because they had maybe a felony, still in charge from when they was 18, something stupid. Like me, all I had was misdemeanors. I had a misdemeanor, and they said, "Oh, you're not allowed to have firearms." So, anyways, that's a long story. But before I got locked up, the last year that I was of my that I was competing, I won 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? A USA kickboxing title, MMA title in Memphis, MMA title in Jackson, Tennessee. So man, I was doing my thing. Like I was really like climbing quick, and I was ready to go pro. And then boom, that crap happened. But it's cool, you know. I'm still young, and a lot of times it's good to have breaks because you can get burnt out.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it happened for a reason. Maybe if that didn't happen, I might have had a serious injury. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like everything happens for a reason. But now I'm back and I'm gonna have one more amateur fight, and I'm going pro. And honestly, I think I'm gonna be in the UFC like 2026.
Yeah, Dana, well, you better be watching out for my boy out here.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get to UFC. But I don't know. I might not. I might go to PFL.
Yeah.
Do that one, dude. PFL, they got a 1 year, a 1 year tournament. You can win. I think it's like you can like knock like 4 or 5 guys out, win the tournament, $1 million.
Oh wow.
Like it's a year long tournament. Yeah. Okay, dude. In 1 year, I can make $1 million.
Yeah.
I think that's really where I'm going to end up going. But I would like to go to the UFC just because of the notoriety, you know, and that'll springboard me into other things as far as sponsorships, brand deals, and my influence, being able to, you know, help my channels grow, you know, and, you know, get into movies, like everything. Just being a UFC fighter, you're just on that platform. You're on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? If you're good at business, dude, if you're in the UFC, you should be making bank. Not from your fight purse. Forget about that. You're a UFC fighter. You know what I'm saying? You should be making bank.
Didn't they up the pay for them? Or was it like $300,000 for like if you win, like getting in a fight, and then another $300,000 if you win a fight?
300,000. Yeah. Hey, try 24,000.
Oh wow,
dude.
Really?
Right now, I don't know unless they just changed it like very very recently. The last time I checked, when you start in UFC, unless say you are like a big person like Michael Chandler, when he came to UFC, of course he's making something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's already well known. He's already done a lot outside the UFC. But just your regular, you know, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0 guy coming into the UFC, he's gonna be starting off on a contract of 12-12, 12,000 to show and fight, 12,000 to win. But one thing I do love about the UFC, you always get the chance to get that $50K bonus.
Yeah.
For fight of the night, performance of the night, knockout of the night, submission of the night, whatever. So that's always there. And then, you know, if you go out there and perform, your purse is gonna grow, you know. But like I said, if you're good at business, man, you should be able to get you some good sponsors. You know, maybe get into some commercials.
Yeah.
You know, start you up a podcast, you know, get some views, sell some merch, give private lessons. Like, you're a UFC fighter. A lot of people will come to you for private lessons. You charge $100 an hour to private lessons. If you can't pay your bills doing a few of those, like, it's just all the little things, how they say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Yeah.
That is how you can create 7 streams of income. You know, it's not just about how much do I get paid. A lot of these fighters, bro, they just show up and fight, get paid for the fight, and that's it.
Yeah.
They're not, and then they spend their money. Wow. Me, I would take my money and invest it.
Yeah.
Okay, into merch, like creating my own clothing brand, real estate. And I got plenty of other things I want to invest in too, but I'm gonna invest my money.
Yeah. Like,
it really doesn't take that much to live, so you just got to be smart with how you spend your money and then invest it. But yeah, man, don't get me wrong, I want millions. I want a lot of money.
Yeah.
I want a lot of money. Why? Because it gives you options, and then the things you can do with it.
Yes.
The things you can do with it. Like me, bro, if I was a multimillionaire, you would see me renting out some place and like passing out food.
Yeah.
Like doing food drives. I would like instead of like I have me and my partner Gavin have a dojo. Instead of charging people, I would be letting people come there for free. Like
Yeah.
like at least kids, maybe not adults.
Right, yeah.
But kids, I let all the kids come there for free, you know, because that would be helping out the community, you know, creating good you know, good people for the community at an early age, you know, just all types of stuff. So when you have a lot of money, man, there's just so many good things you can do. It's not just about like what you can do for yourself, it's what you can do for your people.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it sucks when you have people in your family that need things and you can't get it for them.
Yeah, I know that feeling, and especially with friends too. There's people I'm like, man, wish I can help this person out. But it's like, if I ever became that wealthy in the millions or more,
Right.
I would probably be like, okay, Willie, I'm gonna come by here. Here's $50,000. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there. I want to help you. I want to help you invest in your business and everything else. And that's what I want to do for everybody.
Right. And then it's like, dang, 50K, I could quit my job and I could spend that all on my bills. Like I could instead, I'm not gonna go out and just, let me go buy some new clothes and this. No, I'm gonna put that up and it's gonna go towards my bills. And then guess what? I can train twice a day, every day, get prepared for my fights. So that would something like that would literally change my life. Yeah. So if you're a multimillionaire, you can literally change lives. Like the people in your family, you can change their lives. Like, I mean, I always wanted to be that guy. I feel like I am that guy. And I feel like if I don't do that, I feel like I feel lazy. I feel like I'm just lazy and selfish.
Yeah.
Because somebody's got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be that guy. I want to help out. You know, I'd love to be able to, you know, buy my mom a house.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love to be able to, you know, do stuff like that for people in my family, but you can't buy a house on hopes and dreams.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, I always wanted to be that guy, and I feel like I should have got there much sooner, but, you know, it definitely is not easy and it takes consistency, but I know that I'm going to get there because I'm dedicated, you know. I'm persistent. I'm not going to stop. And whether it's through fighting or whatever, I'm going to find a way to first support my family and then, God willing, help support family outside of my house. Like, not just my immediate family, like not just my household, but like, you know, my brothers, my sister, my cousins, you know what I'm saying, my nieces, my nephews, stuff like that. Like, I want to be that guy. And, you know, I was actually, before I got locked up, I was making decent money, you know, just selling bud.
Yeah.
You know, it's no secret now. I ain't got I can talk about it now. I done got locked up. You know what I'm saying? They know. It ain't no secret now. So now I can actually talk about it. But before I got locked up, dude, I was just selling bud and I was training twice a day. I'd wake up, take my kids to school, go straight to the gym. I'd be there from 9 to 12, come home, eat lunch, rest for like an hour or so, go pick my kids up, and then go back to the gym, or not to the gym, but to the dojo, and then do my martial arts training. And sometimes my kids would come with me, or sometimes I'd let them stay home. Like once my son hit like 12, I'm like, okay, he can stay home by himself now, you know, because he's older. So, but my daughter, she always came with me because I ain't gonna let him watch her because she's wild. But I was able to train, take care of my kids, spend time with my kids, and then I had some extra money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could actually buy my kids stuff. I could actually buy birthday presents for my nieces and nephews. You know what I'm saying? Right. I could afford to go and get like supplements I need to train. Yeah. I could afford to go and get massages because, dude, when you're wrestling multiple times a week, like that shit is rough on your body. And I'm not built like no tank. You know what I'm saying? I get I be getting jacked up. So
Yeah.
like just little stuff like that. Even like a gym membership at like the health point. That's where I was going. That's $50 a month. I ain't really got that right now. You know what I'm saying? So now I have to work a full-time job and teach classes at the dojo and train on top of that. So, now I'm really grinding. Now I'm really in the trenches.
Right.
It was a lot easier before I got locked up, but what I'm saying, I can't do what I was doing. I'm sure I could find something that would pay a little more, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be a job. So right now, as long as I can pay my bills with my job, then I'll find time to train every single day. And once I go pro, I feel like after I get about once I get like 5-0, I should be able to not have a full-time job. I should be able to make enough money for my fights, sponsorships, and training people to where I can pay my bills and just train people and then train myself. And that's my goal right now. And I'm sticking to it. So it's a process, and people don't understand that. So if you fast forward a few years from now, when I'm on TV and people are like, "Dang, this guy just blew up overnight," isn't that? Nah.
Yeah.
It's a grind, and it takes time. But I'm definitely glad that I had a long amateur career because I had time to develop and grow. Like, people always ask me, "So what do you have to do to go pro?" I'm like, I can get a pro fight right now. I've had pro fight offers years ago. It's not hard. Once you get a certain amount of fights, you can find a pro fight easily. And the level I'm at right now, bro, I could get in there and fight any of the C, B level pros and dust them up. You got C level, B, A, and then elite. So for me to be the A level pro fighter elite, I would just need a good training camp, honestly, because the level of the conditioning.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level. When you're fighting a C level pro, they're probably working a full-time job just like you, training just as much as you. But an A level fighter or elite dude, they're eating and sleeping MMA like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it, because they don't have to do nothing else. So that's what I'm gonna get. That's what the plan I'm gonna get. That's what I plan on getting to. But it's gonna take some time. But I'm trying to get there. Like by this time next year, I want to just be fighting. I don't want to have to be working, and I can get there. And here's the beauty. Here's what I love about fighting. Go out there and whoop their ass.
Yeah.
And guess what? You move forward. And it can be fast. It's not like, all right, you work for this company for 20 years, and then you can retire. You work for this company for 4 years, and then you get a nice little pay bump. It's like, once you go pro, you can climb fast.
Yeah.
But I guess at the same time, I've been doing this for like 10 years now, so it's not like like I said, it didn't happen overnight. But once you get to a level to where you can fight all the top pros, boom, it's going to change quick. All you got to do is get in there and fight, and yeah, Missouri is really starting to get on the map because they got a lot of St. Louis fighters in the UFC right now. Joaquin Buckley, Sean Woodson, hell, even Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
So, Missouri is getting put on the map right now. St. Louis definitely is. Now I'm trying to put Cape on the map.
Yeah, that'd be nice, man. That's what I always thought about if I got bigger in pro wrestling. I like from putting video games. Okay, Cape Draw, he's from instead of just St. Louis or Jefferson City, and I forgot what the other big one is. But I always like the
that's basically it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
Kansas City.
Okay, yeah, Kansas City. Yeah. If I ever got that big, I like to tell the 2K, but hey, put Cape Girardeau, Missouri in. That'd be pretty cool for the local people and everything. They get to use their little town, so
right.
Or Charleston, Missouri too, even a smaller place.
So where do you do your personal training at?
I just do independent. So I usually go to Fitness Plus and everything, and whatever. We can go wherever pretty much. We don't have to be at one place, but I like to eventually get my own gym. That's another idea next year. I like to try. So I'm trying to get a better job and then make a little bit more money. I can fund it and get a building, rent it out, and then all that stuff. So I get my personal equipment. I'm like, okay, well, you can come down, boom, we can train and for 30 minutes or something like that. So
all you got to build up your clientele,
Yeah.
and then if you build your credit, that's going to help, because if you can build up your clientele and set up a really good business plan, and then even try to get you some investors too to help with like a startup fund,
Right.
and then go to a bank, you can get a loan and get you a nice little facility. Start small and then grow, and yeah, I mean, like me and my teammate, we got the dojo now in Broadway, and we just opened it. Like, we don't even have a sign out front yet, but we're getting students. You know what I'm saying? They're coming in, and you just start small and it'll grow.
Yeah.
But it's definitely important to pursue what makes you happy, because like, even if you say, oh yeah, I'd like to have a gym by next year, dude, even if you don't have a gym until like 5 years from now, when you do have it and it does start to become successful, like, you still got a long life to live, and now you get to live it doing what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that's all I want to do. I want to get paid to have fun and do the things I want to do.
Right.
I don't want to be doing something all day that is
That
not
you hate, yeah.
that
That you hate, and 15 years later, you're like, oh well, it's
Dude,
whatever. So
no.
you want to do something that makes you happy and everything.
Look.
You love coming to work and stuff. So
And don't like, all right. So like right now I'm roofing, and you
Yeah.
know I appreciate my job.
Right.
It's how I'm paying my bills right now. I appreciate the company I work for, and I do get a sense of like satisfaction and pride from working. You know what I'm saying? And I always did like tinkering with stuff and building stuff since I was a little kid.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. I hate the weather though. I hate being out in the elements. But I told some of the guys I work with, I said, hey, look, if I'm here in a couple years from now, yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna jump off this roof because it's because I want to do what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. I don't want to do something that is just not for me. Like some of those other guys, like some of the guys I roof with, dude, they've been roofing since I was like, some have been roofing before I was born. And they're roofers. They like roofing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like doing it. And like, we had a Christmas party yesterday, and they're sitting there talking about their jobs and stuff, like what they're doing and this and that. I'm just like, yeah, they love this, even though they might complain about it.
Right.
Just like I complain about fighting sometimes. Like, I get home from training, my back's fucked up. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? Fucking hate wrestling.
Right.
But I love it. You know, everything has his pros and his cons. But yeah, the world definitely needs more personal trainers too. There's not enough of them. I know a lot of people might think, man, there's so many personal trainers. Dude, there is a market for it, because you know what I think? I think everybody needs a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Like, everyone. I think everyone should have a personal trainer, even the personal trainers. And a lot of personal trainers will tell you that they got personal trainers.
Yeah. I've talked to bodybuilders too, because the bodybuilder I work with, he has a bodybuilder dude that helps him get some his stuff and everything else, hooks him up and all that, and teaches him things and stuff, and sends him a workout plan. So I think it'd be best for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's someone that's gonna hold you accountable and make sure that you keep growing and you don't just become stagnant. You know, that's important, especially for like martial arts. Like, you gotta, like, you think a world champion just trains himself? No, he's a world champion, and he's got a trainer. You know what I'm saying? But he's a world champion.
And you get to train with other fighters too. Was it Khabib? He would say he was training with American
wrestlers
and everything. And
then
SpaghettiOs.
Oh man, I had a feeling something was gonna happen. I don't know. Damn it! You know what I forgot to do?
It's still recording though. Everything's still going.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Woo!
Baby.
Man.
Here we go, baby.
Oh, I was gonna tear something up.
Earlier, that camera just shut off out of nowhere. I had to get up and turn it back on.
That's pretty wild. Wow.
Yeah, dude. It's harder than it looks, man. You think you're just gonna press something and play? It's technology. Technology is always acting weird. Like like when you got your phone in your hand, sometimes it just does some weird stuff.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen today too. When I was at the gym, I was like, "Why is it geeking out?" I'm like, "Dude, whatever."
Yeah. So, what's your workout regimen like?
Just Mondays usually just I guess shoulders and back, and then Tuesday usually my leg day. I'll do squats and then abductors, leg extensions, all that stuff, and then Wednesday usually just a chest. Cause I try to see how much time I got from work and the gym. So I might have sometimes 40 minutes. I might sometimes have an hour. It just varies. So, and Thursday usually my deadlifting days, and then legs, whatever I didn't get to do on the Tuesday, and then Friday's usually just my whole arm day, and then it varies. Like today, I got to do a full body kind of. I got to do abs, cardio, all that. Whatever I didn't get to do throughout the week, I try to tackle and everything because I gave my body enough recovery time. I just don't hit arms because I already did that the day before. So, and then Sundays I usually take off. So,
Okay. So, how many days a week do people usually do legs? Just once?
it just varies. I've talked to so many different people. I usually do it twice or whatever because I tried doing squats and deadlifts in the same day. Boy, my legs were on fire because I was going down those steps at Fitness Plus. I felt like SpongeBob and my leg in the back.
Dude.
So
You know you had a good leg day when you had to sit down and use the bathroom,
Oh my
and
God.
it hurts.
it hurts. Your legs are shaking and everything.
Man,
so.
and it's like you need some assistance to get up off that dang toilet. That's when you know you did good legs. Or like you're in the shower and you're like, I need a stool in the shower to sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, legs, dude. Yeah, legs is crazy, man. It's crazy when you hit the legs hard.
I'm gonna say I enjoy leg day. Chest day used to be my least favorite, but I'm starting to like a little bit more and everything. So I used to not be able to do 225 in bench, and I've had it fall on me a couple of times. That was pretty scary and everything. Plus, I had nobody else around when it did happen.
What?
I was even scarier. When it was coming down, I was like, "Oh crap!" It's slowly going down. And then luckily I rolled it off twice, but I was like, bro, I won't do that again unless I have a spotter. But there's been recently I've been trying to test it out without spotters and everything. So I try to go off of how I feel and everything because I've hit 275 without a spotter. I hit it for one rep. That was it. I was like, that's all I can do. I'm not gonna push myself without a spotter. So
If you're doing the one big racks, they have like the bars to where like the squat racks.
or
And
Smith machines where you lock it in.
no, not that,
Those.
not that. The squat rack is like 4 poles that go up. People stand in it to do the squats.
Yeah.
All right, so you can put the bar across it and do your bench underneath it. So that way,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, yeah. So under the squat rack, they put like these little
I guess
they're like leather belts on there. I've seen it to where basically if you're doing a squat and you need to come up out of it, it won't drop to the floor, like it'll be some assistance right there. It'll stop. It's a stopper. Yeah,
stopper. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I call it rails or whatever in the back. You can
Yeah. So that way, if you don't have a spotter, you don't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Either I'm gonna die or just
If he does, he does.
or I hit a new PR. So
New PR, death PR. Dude, I seen some videos of some guys, man. That bar came down, they didn't have no spotter, and it was on their neck, bro. And they're like this.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And it takes them forever to get it off. And it's like, dude, you almost died. Because once you go out, even if you do wake back, you're not going to get it off you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get it off you. And you're dead.
I've seen one dude do that. He apparently passed out from it, and then he woke back up. And he was like, "Oh, just still trying to fight it and everything." But I've had those are I'll say only bench and incline. I had incline do that to me because I was doing it for 200. It was just slowly going down. I was like, "No." I'm like, "Help!" and nobody's around. And I was like, "Bro, this is insane." So
yeah, dude, bench, man. I didn't realize until like this was like years back, but I never really lifted weights, right?
yeah.
But I went and do lifted weights with my brother, and like towards the end, I'm like, oh, I start yawning. So I'm like, dude, why am I so sleepy? He's like, yeah, it does that too. I'm like, damn, dude. I just all of a sudden, whoa, I got sleepy. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Why am I sleepy?
Yeah.
That shit makes you tired.
Yeah, it makes you pretty tired. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone pass out?
I have not. There's been a couple times I thought I was going to because I was like, bro, I forgot what I was doing. I was lifting heavy. And I was like, dude, I'm about to. I had to stop for a second.
You come up fast and you're like, you start seeing stars and your vision starts to come in. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I just stopped after I did the squat or something like that. I was like, I'm just gonna take a little breather, let my body just get used, come back to normal before something crazy happens. So
yeah, if you ain't passing out, you ain't trying.
pretty much. But I was working out with some chick and she was telling me a story because she saw me squat for 05 and she was like, "Man, you need to watch out," because she said she saw a video of some dude apparently the squat rack, I guess. He went forward and apparently hit the back of his neck. And she told me it was a sad story. Yeah, it was a sad story. But I was like, dang, dude. She said, yeah, I'm just worried about you because that can happen to you and stuff. So I said, I try to pay attention to what I can do and everything. Like if I hit 3 reps and I'm like, bro, I'm about passed out. That's when I just stop myself because I know what's going to happen on the next one. It's going to be pretty bad. So,
dude, I seen this one video. This guy, he was on the leg press machine.
Oh yeah,
dude. So he pushes it out right. Oh my god, both of his knees went.
Oh
broke
man, yeah.
backwards.
Oh my god,
broke backwards.
Oh my god.
And he hurried up and pulled the little stopper right on the side. But guess what? Your lace broke, buddy.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like,
god.
dude. That's how you know you're doing too much.
Yeah. Or it could be ego lifting too. There's a lot of ego lifters that come to the gym and they think they can do so much.
Doing too much, man.
Have a pulled back muscle or whatever. So,
dude, yeah.
That's why I try to tell people when they come work out with me, whenever they do get a chance, I don't do what I do. I said, I've been doing this consistently for about 4 or 5 years. I said, I'll still hurt myself every so often, but it's not as much. I don't want you to sit here and do shoulder shrugs, 100 pounds, and it's going to hurt you. So
you post a lot of your lifts and stuff?
I do, yeah. I do that. I used to do it consistently, but it's like now every so often when I do get time and stuff. And
hey, pull up his Facebook. We'll see some of his stuff. Let's see if it's really about it. I've seen some of your videos before, but here lately I don't even have time to be scrolling on Facebook. When I get on my phone, dude, I just watch videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I ain't really been scrolling on Facebook much. I just post, and then if people comment and stuff, I'll try to get on there and comment. But other than that, I don't really be on there for real. But yeah, we'll see. And can you put it on the screen too? I know there.
I normally can, but I don't think I have it set up right now.
Oh my god. Fumbled. Well, ain't no point in us looking at it if they can't see it.
I might be able to set it up.
Nah, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I can set it up if you want me to right now.
You can if you want, I guess. All right, you can do that.
When you was going through MMA, I guess, did you ever talk to any veterans that get through experience or them share some knowledge? Because when I was going through pro wrestling, when I got to the back, I got to meet some of the bigger stars, and I would try to ask them questions because they made it to WWE, they made it to the big promotions. I'll be like, so can you give me some knowledge from me just coming there and one dude, he was kind of being a dick. But, I don't know what his deal is, but I was like, I guess he was going through something, so I just kind of left it at that. I was like, hey, Davey Richards, I got a question. I was like, you've been in the WWE, you've been in the TNA, you've been to the bigger promotions. I was like, can you give me some words of advice? Because I said, I'm trying to be an up-and-coming pro wrestler. And he just kind of blew me off, and I was like, I'm just going to back away. He's probably going through something, so I just let
he could be having a bad day, and he probably has thousands of people coming up asking that same question.
Yeah. But then
at the same time, you could give someone quick advice, you ain't got to be an ass. But yeah, he probably was having a bad day.
Then the next day, I heard he apparently retired from wrestling and got busted with coke. So I was like, oh well.
he was having.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm backing up. Okay.
But no, I haven't really. I'm trying to think. I haven't really met any like vets. I've been around some guys that have been fighting a lot longer than me that give me some advice, but I feel like I get most of my advice as far as like how your career goes from my instructor. He gives me some advice, but really I get my advice from the vets that I haven't met, like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I'm constantly watching videos of like Khabib, him talking about like what it takes to be a champion and things he had to go through and this and that. So like I really look at the champions of MMA and boxing and listen to like the advice that they give.
What about Jake Paul?
What type of question is that? Like was that even a question? He just said, hey, how about that Jake Paul? What about Jake Paul?
Would you fight him if he offered you? Like
what? In a heartbeat. I'd fight him in my backyard.
Would you take that? Would you take the L
for the right amount of money? I would fight him in a heartbeat. What fighter wouldn't?
Yeah.
I mean, some fighters they don't want. They feel like I don't know. Some fighters feel like it's like beneath them to fight someone that's not an MMA fighter and not like considered a real boxer because he hasn't fought a lot of other boxers. But what we're talking about, dude? I'm trying to be a prize fighter.
Right.
You talking about there's a big prize for this fight? Yeah, I would fight him. Yeah, I'd fight him for a few $100,000.
Yeah. He's like, okay, Willie, I need you to take the L in the 4th round. Would you do it?
Would I do it?
Yeah, because I know there's some people that are like, man, I can knock him out in the 1st round.
Absolutely.
Why are they holding back? Who cares about the money? And then,
absolutely, I would do it. 100% for the right amount of money.
Yeah.
I mean, but
because it's like when I was watching that Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, I seen like Mike Tyson like hold back some of his punches. I was like, dude, he had a clear shot, and I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would do it for the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of one thing my grandfather taught me. He said, grandson, sometimes you got to put your pride to the side.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about a big check that can set up my future to take care of my family, you bet your ass.
Yeah.
I'd let them pit one right on the chin.
Okay.
I've never been knocked out before, but guess what? I'm just going to get knocked out tonight. I'm going to get knocked out real good.
Yeah, I was always curious on that. I probably would too. So he's like, hey, you're going to get hit in the front. I'm like, hey, whatever.
All right, cool.
All right.
What round you want me to go down?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to do nothing illegal and like play some bets on it.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do nothing like that because that is messed up because now you're taking money out of other people's pockets.
Right.
I guess some still would say that by you basically throwing the fight.
Right, yeah.
But, I mean, you shouldn't bet it on me. You shouldn't be gambling anyways.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely would. And, I wish I could get a fight right now against a big YouTuber that's not a fighter.
Right.
I want to fight a YouTuber that's not a fighter. Like, I want to fight Mr. Beast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Imagine if I had a boxing match against Mr. Beast. Hey, I'd be like, hey, mama, we made it. We made it big. I'm on TV. And I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be in the next Squid Game. I'm going to be in the next Hunger Games movie. I'm going to be you made it, big dog. If you can get on the scene with him. And yeah, I feel like right now we're in the influencer era. Yeah. So I feel like if you want to be an entertainer, then you have to have a good presence online. You know, not everyone does. Like, not a lot of fighters are present online.
Yeah.
You know, so but that's not good for business.
Yeah.
That ain't good for business. So
I seen something about they should make a Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate in a fight. They're like, what is?
I'd love to see that.
I would too, because Andrew Tate doesn't. He's already wealthy. He's already whatever.
Andrew Tate would piece him up.
Wasn't he a kickboxer or a boxer?
Yeah, he was a world champ in kickboxing. Yes. Yeah, Andrew Tate is like that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
He's
man.
got a lot. He's got a lot of kickboxing matches. Yep. I heard they're talking about McGregor versus Logan Paul.
I seen something about McGregor has a fight or something about India or something like that. There's like a
That's
big
what they're talking.
payout.
That's what they're talking
is that
about
what
doing
that
him versus
is?
Logan
Okay.
Paul. And here's the thing with that. I feel like a lot of people forget. You're not getting old Connor. You're not getting prime Connor. Look, Connor's not the same. This is like, I mean, would I watch it? Sure. Am I gonna be amped like, yeah, man, Connor's gonna get him? I think Connor would lose. I think he'd lose. I don't think he would. I don't think he'd take the training seriously, and Logan would beat him.
Because he'll entertain us though for sure.
If them
Just
two,
trash
dude,
talking.
if
so.
them two fight, I'm gonna be putting some money on Logan. For real.
Yeah.
If he's an underdog, on the betting at least, because I could win some money.
Yeah.
But yeah, Connor, he's going through some stuff right now.
Oh yeah, I
He's going
seen.
through
I
a
was like,
lawsuit.
dang. Look at his wife. She's still with him. She's still staying by him. So there ain't too many that.
Yeah, the thing is, with the lawsuit he's going through, I think that chick, she just wants some money. That's all it is. She just wants some money. If that wasn't the case, she wouldn't be asking for money. She'd be asking for him to get locked up. Dude, they were partying together, and she want to make it seem like he did something that she didn't consent to. That's BS, man. She wanted some money.
Okay.
If you look at the facts of the case, dude, she wanted some money, like for real. It's messed up, but I mean, it happens. That's why when you're famous and rich, you have to be careful.
Yeah, it will come back to haunt you. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have leeches everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
Like, oh, Willie's famous now. Let me throw something 15 years down, whatever happened. She
Right.
Try to ruin you. I was like, bro, what the fuck, man?
Right.
I just hate that shit, man. Trying to ruin someone's reputation over some, because now he's blowing up and he's big now.
Like me personally, dude, I don't care about being famous.
Yeah.
But if being well known, you know, being a person of influence will help me make money to take care of my family, then yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have to, I don't care about. I don't care if anyone knows who I am.
Right.
Usually that just brings more problems.
Yeah, it does.
For real. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's nice because it can open up doors for you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? People treat you differently if they even think you're somebody, they treat you differently.
Yeah.
For real. You ain't ever had that happen to you?
Maybe, I guess. I just walk into a room, I guess, and just people, someone I don't even know, just love talking to me. They're like, man, you seem approachable, you seem cool, just the vibe you bring or something like that. But I think that'd be pretty much it, yeah. I've had random people just talk to me. They're like, you seem like a cool dude and stuff, so we'll be chatting it up sometimes, but I just don't like having too many friends, I guess, because I've had like a lot of backstabbing happen, so...
Man.
With one of my exes, because she left her phone open, and then I seen so much crap. Bro, there's people that I knew, my acquaintances, and it fucked me up for a while, because it made it hard for me to date for a while because of that. I was like, I can't trust friends. I can't trust my girl. I can't trust a girl I date, and it got me too paranoid, so I just had to be single for a while, and then try to I had to switch my mindset up a little bit. I was like, I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on these goals now. And it's just like, that messed me up for a while. So,
yeah, that's how I am too. I have major trust issues, and I'm very, very overprotective. So it does create some difficulties in relationships. But
yeah.
Well, in my relationship, I should say not relationships. But yeah, in my relationship, it creates difficulties. But ultimately, you have to treat a person. You have to judge a person off of just how they act.
Yeah.
When someone does you wrong, you can't take that into your next relationship. Like if you have a friend backstab you, you know, you can't let that affect your next friendship. You just gotta be a good friend and just get stabbed in the back again.
Yeah.
Just get stabbed in the back again.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, But yeah, that's why, dude. I keep my circle small, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me. I have a lot of good acquaintances, and I would say friends. But I don't like as far as like close friends. I only got like two.
Yeah, I felt that. I got a
Not counting
couple.
my fiance. Obviously, she's my best friend.
Right.
But aside from her, I only got like two friends. Like for real. Like really close.
Yeah.
Not counting family, obviously, because like your brothers, sisters, cousins, stuff like that, they don't count as friends because that's family. But as far as like just friends, yeah, I only got a couple, like two. I don't really talk to other people. And when I say a friend, I'm talking about someone like you talk to, like, if not every day, like every other day,
Okay.
like you really close. I only got a couple.
Also, I got a couple too. So yeah.
But yeah, my fiance, she's my best friend. There's nothing like having a really really close partner, and y'all, like, man, I just love being around her. We don't even have to be talking to each other. I just feel good just being around her.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling with this one person. I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but that's how it's been.
No, put him on blast.
Yeah.
I love you, Erica. Will you marry me? He's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, the stripper. Yeah, I love you, girl, man.
She loves me, man. I know she does.
She ain't here for my money.
She ain't here for my money. It's like, when the last time you didn't pay her when y'all was around each other? Man, that don't even matter. I want to help her, man. I want to take care of her.
Yeah. But this girl who we've been doing stuff together, and it's like it's not about the sex. We don't really get to do that. And it's just like the spending time together, doing the stuff together. And she does certain things, like she'll buy me shit here and there. I won't even ask her. It'll be unexpected. I'm like, man, that's
thoughtful.
Yeah, it's thoughtful. I never had that from my past relationships. I was like, it's just interesting. And then when we go on trips together, we combine both our money. But okay, we got $400. We're gonna see what we can do with the St. Louis. Then if we run out, we can still find free shit to do. So I was like, that's pretty nice. She's like, I just care about spending time with you. It ain't just about the money. So she's like, we can go to a freaking one of those food trucks and get food. And it's like, she's, as long as we're having like spend time together, it don't bother me. So
yeah.
And the recent trip we took to St. Louis, it was like that. So
nice little. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing about me and my fiance, like, we just, man, it's so easy for us to make each other laugh.
Yes.
Like, we laugh about, like, it's like every time she says something, it's a joke, and I laugh, or even if I don't laugh, it's like I laugh on the inside. Like, everything we do is just funny to each other, and I think that's one of, like, the most important parts of a relationship is being able to make each other laugh.
Yes.
And, dude, I make her laugh like no other. It's crazy. And it just, yeah, man, when you can make each other laugh, like, I'm talking like die laughing.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like that's like the best energy in a relationship. Like that.
And be goofy with each other, man. It's
Yeah.
like, say you want to roast her, and then next thing she's like, go fuck yourself, blah, and then run storms. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I thought we were doing
Oh, man,
stuff,
yeah.
So.
Me and my T, we roasted shit out of each other. I'm telling you, dude. She got me good the other day. I couldn't believe, man. She be getting me good. She be getting me good. I get her good too. It's so fun, man. It's really awesome. And one thing I realized when I went and watched some stand up, because I was like, dang, I never went and seen like stand up comedy in person.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I took my fiance. This was years back, and dude, I was like, man, I knew already, but it just really clicked and made me realize, dude, laughter is so important in life. Like, I feel like that's such good therapy, like laughter for real. So yeah, it's important to be around people that you laugh with and have a good time with. And if I'm around people and it's not that type of energy, I just don't even want to be around them.
Yeah, I felt that a few times. I'll just leave the party or something like that if it's just not feeling right. I'm like, dude, I still want to be here. So
yeah, like me, I'm not a people person. I'm a certain type of people person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a certain type of people person. I only like certain types of people. Other people, like, if they're not my type of person, I swear, dude, it's like I'm just like, oh, get the fuck away from me. Like, I just don't. And that was one of the hardest things about being locked up. It's not just being locked up, it's who you're locked up with.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I thought I was gonna. Oh man.
Yeah, some of those people in there, man. Yeah.
And me, dude, I'm a little messed up in the head, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm the type of person. If you're chewing your food wrong around me, I want to stab you with a knife. Like I just one of those people, you know. But we all have our little pet peeves, you know.
Yes.
So that's why I just don't like being around certain people, and that's why I also chose fighting because it seems like every job I've ever had, I've had like 30 jobs, bro.
I feel you on that. I feel you.
And every single place I worked, I always wanted to fight somebody. It's like with my coworkers, I always want to fight somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's like, now my coworkers, I get to fight them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like my coworkers.
Yeah.
Because we fight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's actually, I don't know. I feel like fighting is it's just awesome. It's just awesome. That's why I'm like, man, I can't wait to go pro and really start getting paid for this. I feel like my love for fighting is going to grow exponentially once I start getting paid. I feel like I'm really going to fall in love with it, like on an even deeper level, you know, actually getting paid. Could you imagine, like, you whoop someone's ass and get handed a check for like $50,000, $100,000, $200,000?
Yeah.
To just beat somebody up?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting arrested afterwards. It'd be like,
No. Arrested?
Yeah.
You're gonna get applauded. You're gonna get applauded.
Yes.
Like people gonna be clapping, cheering for you. Like they're gonna be, you're the fucking man. Like I don't know. I just feel like that shit is just sweet. It's just super sweet. I can't think of like a better job for real.
Yeah.
Other than like being like a singer, maybe. If I had a good voice, man, I would love to be a singer. For real.
I mean, anything's possible, man. I've heard.
Hold on now. Look. All right, look. All right, kids. I know they say you can grow up and be whatever you want to be. Hey, not everybody can sing. That's not something you can just. You can't. You can get better at singing. All right. There's a saying I heard this coach say this. It made perfect sense. He was talking. He's like a track and field coach. He said, "I can make you faster, but I can't make you fast." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can make you faster, but I can't make you fast. Either you got speed or you don't.
Yeah.
So, like, you might be able to develop your voice to where you sound a little better when you sing, but you're not gonna be Michael Jackson. You're not gonna. Oh, I'm gonna take these singing lessons for 5-10 years and I'm gonna sound like Usher. No. Either you got it or you don't. And I don't think I got it. But I know one thing. I got enough to actually make some hits though.
Yeah.
If some of these rappers I be listening to and stuff, when they sing, I'm like, oh, if they can do that, I know I can hit some notes.
You can freestyle too.
I can hit some notes.
I can freestyle? I don't know.
No, sometimes. Sometimes when I try, the words do not come out. But sometimes when I freestyle, like I've come up with some really, really, really nice bars off the top of the dome, and I ain't gonna do it on camera. I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
That's the one thing that blows up, just the freestyling.
Right. It's like, yeah, we'll stop. He's not fighting anymore. He's just freestyling.
Yeah.
Like, is he good? Not really. I don't understand how he's getting so many views. Hey, you remember that one song that Asian dude, he's just singing numbers. It's like 41, 42, 43, 4. Why did that blow up?
I honestly don't know. It's just like the Hot Tui girl. She blew up just for saying that, and she's got an agent from Hollywood, all that. And good for her. She's doing what with her
good
money,
for her,
for
man.
the charity and everything. But I hope she's being smart with her money and everything, investing well. But
oh, dude, she just made this freaking this crypto coin. Dude, she's under fire. I think she's got some lawsuits now.
She does.
Yeah, she did a pump and dump.
And nobody's heard from her since.
I haven't heard anything about her podcast or anything.
Oh,
so.
dude.
She took that money and left.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it. It's not illegal. At the end of the day, when investing into cryptocurrency is like gambling. You can't hire a lawyer and sue the casino because you went and lost money on a blackjack table. You're gambling. So y'all want to try to sue someone because they made a coin, you invested into it, and then they took your money. I might just be talking out my ass right now. It might actually be illegal to do stuff like that. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's gambling. I mean, it is messed up. I think it should be illegal to do pump and dumps.
Yeah.
Crypto's not that regulated yet.
Okay, so if it was like stocks, then you could get in trouble. But yeah, I mean, dude, you invested in a Hawk Tua coin? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Where's the value in it?
Yeah.
Why would you invest in something that holds no value? That's what I don't like about these crypto coins. They don't hold no value. Only certain ones do, but
Yeah.
it's just like stocks. I could create a company right now, LLC, all right, and then try to create a stock or whatever. If this company doesn't have any type of product or service, then it has no value, if you ask me. If you invest in Apple, Apple has value because it has products.
Yeah.
And I guess service too, but it has products. So if you're investing in something that has no real company behind it, then you're just gambling. You know what I'm saying? You're just gambling. So I don't know what people expect, but yeah, she blew up off that one stupid little video.
It's just that one thing, yeah. And then like the what's her name? She's a rapper. She's on Dr. Phil. Catch Me Outside, girl.
Yeah.
Bad baby.
Yeah. Oh, is that what?
Bad baby.
Yeah, bad baby. But yeah, her too. And then she apparently made an OnlyFans and then blew up off of that. Made $1 million off of that. So
dang, that's crazy, man.
It's pretty nuts. So I was like, dang.
I don't think there's the market for male OnlyFans is the same as women. You know.
Yeah.
I thought about making one for like exclusive content, like not anything sexual. See, that's another. Every time people hear OnlyFans, they think of like sexual stuff, but no. Like, for example, for me, I could have like training videos where I break down my like the techniques I use and only post my OnlyFans because I don't want to give away that stuff for free.
Yes.
Like I don't teach people how to. I don't like all right. I have this podcast. I have my vlog. I post videos on my social medias, but none of them are tutorials on how to fight. I don't do that, but people pay me as an instructor. I'm not going to show someone how to fight for free. If you want to watch me fight and try to figure out what I'm doing, you go right ahead.
Yeah.
And unless you really understand, unless you're on a certain level of understanding with martial arts, you're not just going to watch and understand. Like there's levels to it. But yeah, so I thought about making like an OnlyFans or like a Patreon account, you know, because shit, dude, there's real money in the numbers. Okay, so imagine if you had a Patreon account or an OnlyFans account. Say you charge $10 a month.
Yeah.
All right, and say you got let's say. What I say? I say $10 a month.
Yeah, $10 a month.
All right, so say you got 1,000 people that are subscribed to it. Okay, so that's 10 times 1,000. That's $10,000.
I know, yeah.
That's $10,000 a month just off of 1,000 people. That's not a lot of people. There's millions.
I know. Just think about it, yeah.
In the United States, there's millions and millions. Out of all these millions of people, if you could just get 1,000 people that truly are interested in your content or you as a person, rather they think you're entertaining, or informative. Those are like the only two things. Either you're informing someone on something, like you're teaching something,
right,
or you're entertaining them. So if you can find 1,000 people that are interested enough in you, like, dude, you could be getting paid.
Yeah, you just have to find the people and everything else.
It's a numbers game.
It's a number, yeah.
Like I said, it all comes back to that 7 streams of income, and that's also why I'm like, okay, I know that's why I say if you're in the UFC and you don't have like a Patreon account or even like on YouTube, you know how you have like the paid membership.
Yeah.
So only your members can see your exclusive videos, like even stuff like that. If you're in the UFC and you're not doing that, it's like you're not. Why are you not building that? Why are you not growing that? Even though it's gonna take time, of course, but you got to start it. Like, all right, look at like Patty the Batty.
Oh yeah.
His YouTube channel's got 1 million subscribers already. You know what I'm saying? Sean O'Malley, he's got a big YouTube channel. And then you got now you're starting to see a whole bunch of other fighters are starting to make one. Kamaru Usman's got one. You know, Daniel Cormier's got one. Aljamain Sterling, and then now you're starting to see even the newer guys that are just getting into the UFC, or only been there a couple years, got YouTube channels also. You know, so I mean, there's many ways to make money when you're like an entertainer or influencer. You just gotta get it going. You know, you gotta get it started. That's why I did this podcast. Like, shit, I ain't making no money now, but it will eventually.
Yeah, 10 years down the road, by bloom, you start making money. Because I was reading something about the NFL player Pat McAfee. He was talking about in his video. He was like, he started one of his friends were helping him with, and it took him a while. And I think ESPN offered him like a $2 million contract. Yeah,
For what?
his podcast.
For his podcast?
Yes, for his podcast. He signed that deal. So apparently he went to the bank, grabbed.
What does he do?
He used to play for the Colts.
Oh, he doesn't anymore?
No, he don't. He's a
Okay.
He used to be a punter for them for a while. I think he's on WWE. He does commentary and stuff, and he'll do I think college football commentary. But he signed a deal with some kind of ESPN. It was like $2 million. And apparently, he went to the bank and got like $50,000 for like all of his friends that were helping him, supporting him, being there for him. He'd show up at the door and knock on it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. He'd be like, "Here you go. Here's a bag. Thanks for supporting me. Thank you for being there."
See what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. That's why I liked eventually. That's what made me think about doing that. Because I like to tell my mom, my friends, and everything about, okay, Willie, here you go. Okay, Nathan, here you go. Whoever else, and like do whatever you need to do with that money and stuff. Because I want to see everybody do better. Like if I'm eating, I want my whole circle to eat. I want us all
Absolutely,
to be.
yeah.
I want us all to be better and provide and everything else. So
Yeah, they say you're not a boss until you level up the people around you.
yeah,
You know, and then shit, even if it don't pan out, even if you still just wind up just making enough to pay your own bills, and you're
right.
at least you tried, at least you
Yeah.
put, you know what I'm saying, you're and if you're doing something you enjoy, it ain't a waste of time. You know, if you're busting your ass trying something and it never pans out, it's like, damn. Fuck. I killed myself and it didn't even pan out. Like say me as a fighter, say something tragic happened and I couldn't fight anymore. It wasn't time wasted because, you know, I enjoyed it and I got a lot of value from it, and fighting changed me as a person too for the better. So, but yeah, it's just it's a slow cook. It's a slow process, but shit, all it takes is consistency. And you know, I think that success does take a little bit of luck too.
Yeah.
A little bit of luck. And I feel like a lot of that is just, well, I would say luck is kind of, I don't know. I get, when I say luck, I really mean like a blessing from God, because at the end of the day, that's why I feel like if you say you bump into someone at the store and they're like, "Oh, hey, I think I've seen you before. You're a personal trainer, right?" And like, "Oh," and then they hire you as their coach.
Yeah.
That's not luck. Like, I feel like that's a blessing from God. Like, you know, some people would say the universe, people that aren't very spiritual, they'd say like the universe, whatever. But I believe that these are just blessings from God. But ultimately, success is when preparation meets opportunity, and opportunity is everywhere around us. You know, this ain't the what do they call it, the recession era or whatever it was, or the Great Depression.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like ain't no jobs, ain't no way to make money. Like, dude, there's so many ways to make money now. There's so many ways to really make a living. So ultimately, you just got to be prepared for when the opportunities come.
Yeah.
You know, it's just prepare for it. And and then seek the opportunities also, because they don't always come knocking at the door. Sometimes they do, but yeah, you gotta get out there, put yourself out there if you
Yeah.
expect for the opportunities to really flow. And that was one thing that I realized, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately. A lot of success has to do with with networking and connections.
Yeah.
Not gonna do it all by yourself. You gotta get yourself out there. Like no matter what it is, like almost anything.
Even
If
with the people too, you surround yourself. You could be talking to some of them like, "Oh, Willie, I know this person. He's a producer."
Yes.
Or, "Hey, I know this person. He's a promoter for some MMA thing." And
Right.
you're like, and he's like, "I'll put in a good word for you," and then try to bump you up, and then boom, here you go. Now you meet him, you talk to him. He's like, "Okay, Willie, you're gonna do this as this."
Right.
So that's what I try to do. Sometimes I'll try to make, because I've talked to a lot of people at the gym. I've made some connections of like, "Hey, if you need this, hey, if you need that, we got you," or whatever. So it's kind of pretty cool.
See, and I like being around people that have that type of mindset. You know, I don't like the people that are like, when they approach you, it's like you can tell like they want something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they want something. It's not, and it's not about that. But I have the mentality like when I approach someone, like how can we do something together?
Yeah.
How can we benefit each other? You know what I'm saying? Even if it is just through conversation. Like, what can I learn from you? What can you learn from me? That's why I ask people certain questions. Like I'll ask a person about their diet or something like that. Because I'm hopefully that you'll benefit from that.
Right.
You know, like everything. But yeah, I definitely like being around people that are on the same path as me, like trying to network and make things happen and have fun with business and stuff like that. I don't like just being around. I don't like being around people that are just that lack ambition.
Yeah.
You know, just because that's just the laws of attraction. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't call for that. They call for me to be around ambitious people.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I did. I've had that happen because before I had the car and everything else, I was surrounded by shitty ass people, drug dealers, all this shit, and we're like trapping and everything else. And it was just like I could never get away. Like, wait, I never did any of that shit, but I could never get away from that. And then when my ex left, I started focusing on myself and everything. And then when the pandemic hit, I kind of capitalized on it. And then I was like, man, I'm hanging out with my Nathan Stearns and all that. And he's a fucking ambitious person. He works hard.
Yeah.
He does it. He's a cool dude and shit. And then my cousin too. He was trying to work on stuff. He was trying to be an actor, and he was hitting some places acting. It's like, and then some other people too. Alec Coomer and stuff. He'd be saving up money. He's want to get a place.
Who?
Alec Coomer.
Oh yeah, I know Alec.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alec.
Yeah.
I ain't talked to him in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but me and him's been going on trips here and there. I've won a few tickets, and I always offer
Don't
him.
where didn't he moved though, right?
That's Adam Coomer.
Oh, Adam. Oh,
he's,
okay, yeah.
he's in Oklahoma. Alec,
My
he's
bad,
still
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've always talked to him. He always gives me good advice about certain stuff, and he's got like a lot of money put back, and I always like
Okay.
talking to him, and because he's a good person to have around, a good circle and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
he always like a just cool, genuine person.
But once I was around them, I was like, man, I wanna do better. I wanna like I'm seeing them do better now. I wanna try to do. So I was like, let me try to focus on like get my driver's license. Let me try to get a car. Let me get a job and try to keep it more than a year and stuff. Let me try to get my
Keep it more than a year.
yeah, because every time it was like either I would either let them wouldn't make it to a year. I would either quit. I won't have a car. I'll be walking everywhere. Something will happen. It was always something. So I went from them and I learned from them. They helped me. They were sticking with me. And even my buddy Millie, who I was wanting to bring over here too, to the podcast, but he was busy. So, but he was there. He tried to help me get my driver's license. He was there in the passenger seat, let me do the parallel park and practice, so I can get good. So I passed that sucker on one try, which I did. And I was like, I appreciate them for letting me do that. So
Yeah.
and I got to do it. And then my uncle too for the car and everything. Let me buy it for my $1,000. The BMW kills me with financially, but it helps me get to everywhere I need to be.
It kills me financially.
Yeah, financially it kills me.
Yeah, car
but-
payment.
No, I bought it from him for $1,000. Because one day I was walking outside on a Sunday. I was like, I usually do. That's what I was usually doing, running, walking, whatever, get my steps in. And he said, "Man, Mike, he said I feel bad for you, whatever. You always walking somewhere." He's like, "Hey, I got a BMW. It's been sitting there. You might have to get a battery." But he said, "I'll sell it to you for $1,000." He said, "I was gonna sell it to my friends for $2,000, but I see you wanna. I somehow believe in you." He's like, I think you'll do better and you'll get used to how this." So I bought it, did that, and then that's when everything started to happen. It was just like a big little circle. It was boom, that happened, and some more stuff, and just having that circle of people and everything, seeing them want to do better, made me want to do better. So that's why I try.
Awesome.
That's why I try to tell other people and stuff, because for 20-something years I walked around all of Cape and everything, and I hate asking people for rides. I was like, bro, I'm not going to sit here and wait around for someone to give me a ride. So usually 99% of the time I would go walk somewhere. So
Yeah, that shows your level of ambition right there, because a lot of people ain't finna walk.
yeah, I walked in snow, rain, sleet, all that stuff. So I was like, I was like, it's going to suck, but I'm going to have to get there one way or another. So I didn't want, and then having that car and everything, it's nice and everything, but.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still making car payments. I can't wait to get this mug paid
Oh
off.
my God, I'm scared of that. I was like, because I thought about getting a different vehicle and everything too. So
I can't wait to get this mug paid off. I ain't never having car payments again, man. I swear. But the reason I had got this car and was making payment to make payments on it was because I wanted to build my credit. So
yeah,
and that's a great way to build your credit. So whatever.
that's what I've been doing with Chime or whatever. They have like this little credit thing, and that's where I usually try to pay all my bills. And it boosted me up because I was in like, I feel like the 650s, and now I'm at like 745 or 750 or something like that.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's good.
I'm saying it's helped me out a lot.
Yeah, can you give me a credit card? All right, thanks. Let's get a credit card in your
Right.
name.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm saying it's helped out a lot. So
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad things are going good for you, because when things ain't going good, that shit sucks, boy.
especially my starter went out on me with the BMW, and that's already killing me already. But luckily,
Yeah.
my mom knew someone who likes working on them, but he cut me a bigger deal than what I could have took it to a pro.
Yeah,
place.
because BMWs are not easy to work on. A lot of stuff you can't do it yourself. You have to take it to like a shop.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's what a lot of people, I guess, hate about working on them and stuff. Because my mom said she called this pro place or whatever. They're gonna charge me $3,768 to put on a starter.
What?
Yes, and then
Oh no, I'll figure. Don't
yeah,
worry,
that's what I'm
I'll
saying.
figure it
Yeah,
out.
pretty much YouTube and stuff. And then my
Oh,
mom knew
YouTube the shit out of this.
My mom knew someone from Sykes and everything. Some 9-year-old guy loves working on cars. He hates to work on mine, but he could have charged me $1,900 and he cut me $1,000. And the nice thing about it, you can take it off the lot without paying. As long as you make payments, or if your car breaks down again, you'll have to pay them in full. But if you can make payments until that something happens or whatever, so that's the good thing about that. So
Sweet. Yeah. Oh yeah.
not too many people can do that. So I'll let you do that. So
No, not at all. You ain't got the bread.
they're like,
See ya.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're like, I'm gonna keep. And it sucks that you have to leave the car down there because it took about a week for it because he was working on other project cars and stuff too. It wasn't just mine, so he had other customers. But it took him a while, but he eventually got it all done. And
So if somebody wants to hire you as a personal trainer, how do they get in contact with
they
you?
can hit me up through any of my social medias.
Okay.
Facebook, Michael Harper Jr., my Instagram, TikTok, what else? There's Ghetto Beach Cowboy 1994.
Ghetto Beach Cowboy.
Yeah. And then Twitter. I forgot my Twitter handler, but I'll eventually probably look down the road, but it's whatever. And just go from there, and then I'll usually do a free week program and then try to get some information from you, and then we'll go to staff.
A free what? A
What?
free what?
For a week.
A free week program?
Yeah.
Dang, most people don't offer that.
I just want to let you know how. So that way I can get information from you, and then let you go to Stack, check your stuff out, and then we just go from there. I'll give you like
Okay.
I'll give you a mini program. I won't give you like a full one. I'll give you like
Right,
a few
but
stuff.
yeah, I'm saying a lot of people just don't even do that. Like first session, you guys to pay.
Yeah. And then I'll eventually, and that's when I'll be like, and then when I'll be like, okay, when that week ends, I'll be like, okay, do you think you feel comfortable? You think you feel like all this? And then I'll be like, okay, this is how much I charge. And then that's when I go from there. So, and then we'll discuss prices and everything else. So,
Man, personal trainers right now are making bank on like online training.
I've been meaning to look at that because I talked to Nathan Stearns about it. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look into it eventually and see because yeah, I've heard you can make bank on online trading.
Yeah. Yeah, because now you can basically sell a program, sell a course,
Yeah.
and you don't have to so much be there. But yeah, it's definitely something that I was looking into because I was thinking, dang, I could sell some courses on martial arts, but I just I haven't dipped my toe into it yet,
Right. Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know, I kind of just want to teach people in person, but at the same time, I feel like I'll eventually do it, and that's what
Yeah.
a lot of fighters do, especially like the BJJ guys. They do tutorials and sell them, and they make some good money on them. Like the guys that like win a lot of medals at the tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might do it eventually, something like that. Sell some little tutorials or a course or whatever, how to like, you like the development of stages, because there are stages when it comes to like your growth and striking and grappling and stuff. But yeah, that's cool. So you said ghetto beach
Cowboy 1994. That was in my,
ghetto beach cowboy. That is so funny. Ghetto beach cowboy.
that's supposed to be my wrestling name, kind of, or whatever. So, because I was like, because I didn't know how it worked. I thought it was like a WWE kind of like program. Okay, you have to come with a character. Okay, what's going to be your finish move? What's going to be your theme song? What's this and this? And then I didn't know about the independent circuit, like what they do and everything. I was just going off of what that is. And I was like, okay, what's my name going to be? All this, and what can I go with my persona? What am I going to do? And
Yeah, you
so
got
I was just thinking all that in my head. So I was like, that's why I came up with that. I was like, man, I want to have like this beach vibe because there's like two people I like. It's like Brian Kelly. He's a country singer. He's called Beach Cowboy, and there's Yellow Wolf. He's called Ghetto Cowboy. So I was trying to combine them two and everything. So I fuck with some of their music and everything. So I was like, he's kind of like the trappish thug. Yes, he's from like the shitty parts of Alabama. And I think he lives in Tennessee. And then Brian Kelly's from like Florida and stuff, like the beachy vibe.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of going for my persona, and I was gonna have like the gold tooth. And everything because I thought I was going to be a heel and everything. So, and then I did the training for about 3 or 4 months, and then apparently the gym that was in Sykeston shut down. So I was like, crap, and then it just kind of derailed everything. So,
dang, I didn't even know they had a wrestling gym in Sykeston.
yeah, they had it like because the tryout was in like the arena, so we had to be there like 9 o'clock in the morning. We had to set it up, and then we were like, okay, this is what you're going to do. This is what we're going to set up the ring, and then we're going, which that took a while. It's pretty interesting to see, I guess. And like, it made me respect the wrestlers more who went through the independence or who's been doing this for years and stuff, just like with MMA fighters and everything, because you get to build yourself up and all that. So you had to put in the work and all that, and you had to get those big, long, hard boards and everything.
Yeah.
And then the mats and all that. And I was like, bro, and the springs and everything. I was like, dude, I didn't know there was a difference of rings, I guess, and how, because there's some of them I've got to train in. I was like, dude, this freaking beat the hell out of me. And there's someone was like, it wasn't too bad to fall on the mat all the time because
MMA cages, they don't have springs.
Yeah,
Ain't no spring.
it's just like this. I guess for the sound effects, so we had to do like a little roll, and when we're getting ready to come for the full roll, you supposed to like have your heels and you're supposed to smack the mat all at the same time. If you don't, it won't make that sound effect. And so they'll make you keep retrying. You're supposed to tuck in your chin when you're getting, because you want to, like, I guess when you're getting ready to go when you do the full flip, you don't want to smack your head back and stuff.
Nah.
You're supposed to tuck it in because you get a
Definitely not.
concussion and everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's a few moments I had where I had to do like some kind of jump, like you had to do like a jump with your foot, and then you supposed to do like a flip, and then do there's a couple, they had to put like a big mat. And when I tried to do it, I kind of smacked the back of my head, and it was like, it's pretty quick and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that's
man,
the break fall in judo. You have to tuck your chin
yeah.
and you slap out.
And then when you're locking up with each other, that's when you get to talk about, okay, Willie, I'm gonna throw you into the ropes. Boom, I'm gonna hit you with an elbow and stuff. And it's like you just kind of wrestle with each other.
I'm like, no. I'm about to throw you into the ropes. I'm gonna elbow your ass.
And I think that's when it gets really hot and intense because there's two people that don't agree because it was like, because the beat in the back. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it was when I was in the back and when we were doing shows. Because some of the wrestlers, when they had the like, okay, they'll be like Chris Slammer versus Trent Daniels or something like that, and they'll be talking to each other like, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hit you with an elbow and do this. I'll rough you up for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then you kind of come back at me, get that little comeback going and everything. So. And then sometimes there's some wrestlers like, okay, I'm not going to agree with you on that, whatever. You're going to do what I say, and that's where it gets intense.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to have to whoop your ass for real.
Pretty much,
real.
I've heard some from other wrestlers and everything. Like, I've heard about New Jack. Apparently, he's R.I.P. to him. He died, but apparently there was some dude coming in there who's new to the business. And was telling him, you're going to do this, this, and this. And he said, no, the hell I ain't. And apparently he went out there and tried to kill the guy. And then apparently, like, got a fork and started stabbing him. And it was just like a whole, yeah, it got pretty intense. And then I've heard rumors about him. He apparently threw someone off of, like, all these tables. And then the dude barely missed it, like the turnbuckle, because he almost, like, hit his head on that. And they say he was inches away from, like, killing them. I was like, bro,
dang.
There's some wrestlers that are like that. If you don't, like, coexist with each other about what moves you're going to do and everything, and you go out there and say, you're going to do, Willie, you're going to listen to me, you're going to do this. If you don't, then we're going to have problems. And there's been heated stuff I've heard. And
if they critically injure you, they don't get in trouble for it. Y'all sign liability forms. They're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So, did you see that movie about that wrestling family? It's three brothers.
Von Erichs.
Yes.
That's pretty insane.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts, dude.
That's a sad story. All of them just going, there's one still alive. I think he's in Hawaii, but he's got his two sons wrestling.
Dude, I teared up at the end of that.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
When his brother shot himself, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Right there in their yard.
Oh, yeah.
Because the dad, and the brother called and told the dad, like, look after him, like, and he was on the way there, like, he knew his brother was about to try to kill himself, and yeah, that was crazy. It's all true stories. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, it was like one happened in Japan. It was like the brother. I think
the one that died in Japan. Yeah. I'm like, dude, they're all just dying. Like, it was crazy, man. And you saw he was like, I think he was like throwing up blood or peeing blood and all types. He was jacked up, but he kept wrestling.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. And he had like a messed up foot too, and he kept trying to wrestle. And he's trying to prove himself. And the dad and everybody was like, man, you quit it. And then it just eventually got to him. So
I don't think the dad told him to quit, though.
So, someone was telling him to slow down or whatever.
I don't think it was the dad. The dad was like on him, like wrestle is part of wrestling.
Yeah,
part of wrestling.
Because he's like what 5 or 6 generations. So.
Dude, yeah, that movie was crazy. I was like, dang, and that also showed me again, like, wrestling is, man, it can mess you up bad.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them get hooked on painkillers. And then alcohol and stuff. And so I was hearing a story about them doing coke and steroids and everything else. And it's just, you can't combine all that. And then
you gotta do it individually.
Then if you have family with you, if you have a family and you're traveling for 300 and something days and you hardly get to see them maybe 1 or 2 times a week, it messes with you.
Yeah, it's a crazy life for real. Yeah, they're definitely on the road all the time because, I mean, you have to travel. And that's what I thought. So I'm like, dang, I think eventually I might have to, like, all right, I might have to move. I don't necessarily have to, but once I make it to UFC, if I'm fighting a lot in Las Vegas, like where they have most of their shows, dude, I'm not going to want to be taking flights out there, like, 4 times a year. I don't know, maybe it's not really that many times, but I don't know. I would like to move to Arizona though. I heard it's really nice out there.
Yeah.
Weather's nice. I heard it gets really hot, but I mean, yeah, I think Arizona would be nice. For real.
I just remember seeing something about The Rock. He was cutting when he was being a heel. He's cutting on Arizona, but I think he was in Phoenix. But he said he looked this up too. He said apparently it was the #1 most used of methamphetamine and cocaine, and boy, he had the crowd rolling and everything. He said,
No, Rock, that's Missouri.
yeah.
That would be Missouri. So you watch any podcasts like religiously?
I don't know, not really. I'll see some about Theo Vaughn or Joe Rogan. I'm trying to think who else. I'll check yours out too, and then
Dude, I've been watching the Jackson podcast. I've been going back and watching all. I'm getting caught because they're kind of newer. I think they've been doing it for like a year or so now. But it's Rampage Jackson and his friend, and they just bring out all fighters. They got a couple people that aren't fighters that they bring on, but they've been bringing out all like the best fighters like of this generation and the past generations. Yeah, they've been bringing on everybody, and it's awesome. They're funny. The way they banter back and forth with each other, like the whole podcast. Like I haven't seen one where they don't like go back and forth with each other. Like,
oh man, that's nice.
Like it's hilarious, dude. It's so funny. They're always making gay jokes at each other. Like, and they mispronounce everyone's name.
Oh yeah.
I think they're doing it on purpose too. Like sometimes you can tell they are, but even when they're not, it's like I'm like, can you really not say this man's name? I don't know. Rampage, I think he's got a speech impediment or something. He don't seem like the brightest as far as like linguistically. Like,
right, yeah.
Like he mispronounces a lot of stuff, but the names, dude, he butchers people's names. It's a good podcast though, but that's what I've been watching. That and then the Fighter and the Kid podcast, because Brian Callen, dude, I think he's like the funniest comedian on earth. I don't know, he's just so funny.
I seen the Kill Tony one. I don't know if y'all watched that, but
no, I ain't seen that one.
They get some comedian, I guess some random people in there, and just like they start roasting.
Oh yeah,
but I'm gonna say they have celebrities on there. I forgot who they have on there, but that's pretty funny. So he'll be sitting there just talking to him. He'll sit there and just roast each and every one of them. So
I have to look into that because I like funny stuff. I definitely like roast too. But hey, where we at for time?
2 hours, 10 minutes.
Oh sweet, that's good.
Oh,
yeah,
wow,
I told you, dude. 2 hours, it flies by, man, for real. All right, yeah. Go ahead and plug yourself in one more time, your social media and stuff, and if you want to give a shout out to anybody, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I want to say, I want to give a shout out to Mackenzie Miller. She's a good cook and everything. She can help you with meal prepping, and she can do it pretty cheap. Either way it goes, I think it's like $200 a month, but she shops at Aldi's, gets some organic food and all that. And if you want to cook it yourself, she'll charge a little bit cheaper, but she'll still go out at the time and pick your product and everything too, and make it like. Either way, she'll help you out. So I'll try to give her a shout out if you want to, and give her a shot. I've been trying to help her because she's got she's in school, but she's wanting to do that, and I'm trying to help her get some clientele so I can help her with her job if she ever can get hired, and then use that for like, oh yeah, I've had 3 or 4 people I've had and everything. So she's pretty cool. And
okay.
Then
I'll keep that in mind when I come across people that want meal prep.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate that. And I'll be trying to help her out. Because I got to try some of her meals. There's some stuff I would never try and everything. And it's like everything I've had from her has been pretty good. And then the dessert too. So.
Okay, awesome.
And then for my social media, just on Facebook, Michael Harper Jr., then Instagram and TikTok, Yellow Beach Cowboy 1994. And then, yeah.
Oh, shit, you was born in 94?
Yeah, 94, July 16, 1994.
Oh, we was born the same year. I'm a few months older than you, though.
Oh, really?
Sweet. We're both about to be 31. We're getting old as fuck. Okay.
I know. So I was like, dude, this is getting crazy.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, I want to shout out to my sponsors one more time. Duke Concrete Finishing. And, you know what I'm saying, when I fight January the 18th, just like Duke Concrete Finishing, I'm going to finish the job, all right? It's going to be a finish, and it's going to be hands of stone on Dude's temple, okay? And then I also wanted to give a shout-out to why you laughing, bro? That ain't no joke. The hell, this dude gonna get knocked out. No, I'm fighting some like 3-0 wrestler.
Okay.
I'm gonna just wait for him to shoot. I'm gonna step back. Send the uppercut. Just send his tooth into his cranium. All right, and yeah. Shout out to Clean Ammo Cans. As you see, this one the clean camo ends. No, it don't have any ammunition in it. All right, so don't be trying to run to my PO and say he got bullets. No, it's empty. All right, I don't hear nothing. I just got it just to promote, and I think I'm probably gonna use it just to like store certain stuff, but because you can it's good storage for other stuff, but they make custom ammo cans. It's got my name right there at the bottom. Boom, got the American flag. So yeah, cleanammocans.com. You can get you one. And then if you're not already, guys, subscribe. I gotta get these subscribers up, big dog. All right, so subscribe to the channel. Share this on your social medias. Help get the podcast out, because I'm in the early stage, man. I need y'all to help me grow this thing. And for all my fans out there, buy some merch from me. As you can see, I got the Rainmaker tee on right now. Okay, got the Rainmaker tee, only $35. Support your boy. Come on. Where can you get swag like this? Let me stand up and show you the real. Where you gonna get swag like this? This is like some old school 90s retro. You know what I'm saying? Superhero shit right here. So get you a shirt. Just message me on Facebook or Instagram, and you can like cash at me. If you're here in Cape, I can just bring it to you. But if you're not in Cape, then I'll mail it to you. And then also, we got as you see right here, we got the workout outfits too.
Oh wow!
I'm not gonna pull one out the package right now, but if you go on my Instagram, you can see what they look like. And these are really, really awesome workout outfits. It's a tank top and shorts. I got green, red, yellow, and I got pink for the ladies too, or the guys if you like wearing pink. But I know the ladies love pink, so yeah, you should look at them on my Instagram and hit me up and buy one, because they're freaking sweet, and I designed them myself too. So you know what I'm saying? F with your boy. On that note, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, we out of here. Deuces.
Baby.